I am Adam Williams, and I'm still detailer. I've been doing this for over 20 years, and I want to showcase some still detailing information on this channel. So, my plan is we are going to talk with other still detailers, interview them, see what makes them tick, and hopefully, I'll be able to get some shop fabricators, welders, and others in here to talk also. I want to showcase the people that are hands on and actually do the work. But before we get there, I'd also like to do a home office tour. So I'm going to show you everything that I use day in and day out to do my job. So let's start with the items that I purchased for myself. I use a Topsky sit stand desk legs that I found on Amazon. They are mounted to a desktop that I built, which is made out of 2x6 wood that is screwed and glued together and then stained with a carbon stain. On top of that, I have a monitor riser. That monitor riser was just a shelf board bought from the local hardware store, and I used my Bambu A1 3D printer to create the legs for it. It looks nice. It's got a nice pop of color. On that, I have a Apple iPhone charger and a charger for my watch. Moving on, I use Creative Lab Pebble speakers for computer sounds as meetings and calls, since our phone system is through the internet. I also use an iPad Air 4 for checking, and I have a no-name curved monitor light bar that I found on Temu, and some cheap Amazon lights that I found on, well, obviously I found on Amazon. Some cheap Amazon LED lights behind my monitors for backglow to ease eye strain. I keep my office somewhat dark, and it just helps. So work has provided me a Lenovo laptop with a i9 with 96 gigs of RAM and a NVIDIA GeForce RTX 490 video card. That is the workhorse. It is all hooked up to my DisplayLink USB hub, allowing me to run 4 monitors. At 4K, I am running 3 32-inch curved Dell monitors and a Prechin monitor found on Amazon. It's like 12 inches by 5 inches tall, and I use that just to keep my email and my phone system on. That way it's not hidden behind anything else. Keyboard of choice, I'm using a Logitech G915. It is the clicky version. I like it because it's got the 5 programmable keys on it with 3 profiles, allowing me to actually have 15 different macros available at any time. Hooked to that keyboard, I have the Stream Deck XL. I printed a custom mount for my Stream Deck to mount it to my keyboard, so if the keyboard moves, the Stream Deck moves with it. Not a big fan of moving my hand too far away from the keyboard if I don't have to. Mouse of choice currently is the Logitech MX Master 4. Recently switched from the 3S. I like it. It's comfortable until I grab the 3S. And then the 3S is slightly more comfortable in my hand, but I think it's just using the 3S for years and then moving to the 4. It's going to take a little bit of time to get used to that. I'm also going to show you some of my hobbies. So as you can see, I like roller coasters. We travel to places for the roller coasters. If we are on vacation, there's going to be roller coasters nearby. I also like 3D printing. I like designing 3D prints. I like printing 3D prints. And I also like horror movies and movies in general, but I like the classics, Nightmare on Elm Street and stuff like that. You use a 43-inch TCL TV that is above my desk setup, and that is used for listening to podcasts and music on. It is hooked to a Pioneer home receiver that is pushing the sound through two older KLH bookshelf speakers that I have mounted to the ceiling. So that's my desk. Hope you enjoyed. Maybe you've seen something you liked. If you've got any questions, feel free to throw them in the comments.